The contract wrangling with Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez that dominated the second half of last season has not, unfortunately for fans, been settled. Both players now have less than a year remaining on their current deals and neither look likely to accept the extensions on offer. Arsene Wenger described the fact that they, and other Arsenal players including Jack Wilshere and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, have entered the final months of their contracts as ideal, claiming it would motivate them to work harder. The validity of that statement is up for debate, but the decision not to sell either player should give Arsenal fans help. To describe Wenger as a new man may be overdoing it, but the fact that he has let so many players run down their deals and resisted the urge to sell them suggests a new approach. Wenger, for so many years, has been focused on building an Arsenal team for the future. Now, with the end of his career in sight, he is clearly prepared to take more risks and aim for short-term success. Finishing outside of the top four for the first time in his Arsenal career will have stung last season. The next 10 months could be his last chance to restore Arsenal to Europe's top tier before he retires. If they fail to finish in the top four this season, they will certainly lose Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez at the end of June, making a top four finish even harder in 2018-19. It is not just Arsenal's transfer dealings that suggest a highly motivated Wenger. His decision to bring Jens Lehmann into the fold as a first-team coach shows an acceptance that help is needed behind the scenes. Lehmann, considered exceptionally competitive even among professional footballers, is a brilliant addition and will add a no-nonsense attitude to a club that often seems too gentle to its players. Lehmann knows what it takes to win the Premier League, and his attitude and advice will be a huge asset to Arsenal in the coming season. Arsenal may have failed to attract their number one transfer target Kylian Mbappé, but the signing of Alexandre Lacazette, who has scored 88 goals for club and country over the past 3 seasons, will provide Arsenal with a steady supply of goals and ease the team's reliance on Sanchez. Sead Kolasinac, named in the 2016-17 Bundesliga Team of the Season, is another good addition. He has impressed playing at both left-back and on the left-hand side of a back three during pre-season and adds much-needed physicality to a side often accused of lacking fight. Wenger has already stated Arsenal will begin the coming campaign playing with the same formation and in the same style as they ended last. Whether you define it as a 3-4-3 or 5-3-2, the new system brought solidity to the team during a difficult patch last season while not curtailing their attacking play. Arsenal have good depth throughout their squad, particularly on the flanks and in attack, but there is one area that is a cause for concern. Arsenal never recovered from Santi Cazorla's injury last season and, with no set return date, they cannot rely on his return in the months ahead. Arsenal have plenty of options in central midfield but none with the same skill set as Cazorla. Mohamed Elneny and Francis Coquelin are competent defensive squad players. Granit Xhaka is impressive with the ball at his feet but is yet to settle, and Aaron Ramsey is at his best bursting into the box and running off the ball. Cazorla is the only senior central midfielder who can run with the ball and break defensive lines with his dribbling as well as his passing. Wilshere, in fairness, plays in a similar style, but who knows how much football he will be able to play. If Wenger signs one more player before the transfer window closes, it should be a midfielder as comfortable moving with the ball as they are passing it. Jean-Michel Seri is a name that has been mentioned and he would fit the mold perfectly. Even if Wenger does not sign a new midfielder, however, this squad should be enough to see them return to the Champions League. Tottenham's move to Wembley is likely to damage their home form while Liverpool's league form will be affected by European football, something they did not have to deal with last season.